Continue with our coverage and take you to Durban now, and specifically in the area of Isipingo, that's in the south of Durban. It continues, or the people there continue to live in squalor. Their homes demolished back in 2009, and this was in preparation for the FIFA 2010 World Cup. They were then moved into a temporary transit camp. This is where they were meant to stay for about 6 to 18 months while the new homes were being built for them. Well, they have stayed there since, and the conditions deplorable under asbestos structures. Well, a new housing project now by the eThekwini municipality is meant to be completed in June. Let's find out from Nobuhle Modise as to whether or not the residents or these people that have been moved from their homes back in 2009, whether they are indeed hopeful that that deadline of June is indeed going to be met by the eThekwini government. Nobuhle, good morning to you. The Minister of Arts and Culture that's just spoken to Nobuhle talks about government moving with speed, almost like a cheetah and a leopard. But these people, they have a different story to tell, don't they?
Indeed, Xoli, a very different story to tell. They were moved here in 2009 and were told that they would be housed in about 6 to 18 months. When I speak to them, they say they were actually told that in 9 months they'd be out of this place. And till today, they are here. They've had to take to the streets every other time since then just to get heard. And you will remember that the province also, there's been a leadership change that's happened throughout those years, the past 14 years. And they say their cries were falling on deaf ears or on different ears. Some were interested in assisting and some just wasn't. So now what they've done is they're saying this last protest that they had obviously then led to them with the housing project that has been facilitated by the eThekwini municipality. And they're saying that they are hopeful that in June they will indeed be moving into those homes because they are in communication on a regular with the eThekwini municipality. Although they say that they are hopeful, they've waited quite a long time. So I think they're taking any promises at this point with a pinch of salt. I actually have a guest behind me, one of the residents here at the Isipingo transit camp, and I just want to speak to her and chat to her about the kind of conditions that she lives in. She lives in this structure, like you mentioned in the intro, it is an asbestos structure, which obviously comes with a lot of health, conditions if you live in an asbestos structure. I was chatting to another resident earlier who had explained to me that some people that had moved out of this area. There are some that have moved out. The people that are here, the over 300 that we speak about aren't the original number. There were more that stayed here, but some were forced to move out because of these conditions like TB that they were getting. This area is also quite close to a swamp, and so there's just a number of issues. There's also a glass recycling company as well as a scrap metal company, and I'm told that some homeless people are also burning copper here, so they have to breathe in those kind of things, and these are the kind of conditions that they're living in. And Mama that I have here with me, she lives in the structure. It's not quite big, as you can see, and she lives here. There's 10 of them inside. She'll correct me if I'm wrong. Ngiyabonga kakhulu ma. Ngicela usichazele ukuthi wena wafika kanjani na wafika nini?
Mina la ngafika ngo-2009 kuyindawo esizohlala kuyona isikhashana nje. Ngama-challenges-ke ka-government wethu wabakhela abanye iy'ndawo zokuhlala, sangakwazi ukuthi siphume sonke. Sahlala salinda-ke ngoba sesize sathola le ndawo ekuthiwa sizoya kuyona manje, esithembayo ukuthi ngeke uphele lo nyaka singaphumile saya kuyona. But ama-challenges esinawo la maningi kakhulu, njengoba ubona nje la phambi kwami kwakukhona imizi la, indawo iflat la, ngoba ubona kunemisele kuphuma iy'nyoka la. Ayikho nje right indawo esihlala kuyona.
Uthathe uhulumeni iminyaka e14 ukuthi nize nifike kule ndawo le bathi bazoniyisa kuyona masikuphela uJune. Unethemba wena ma ukuthi ngempela nizongena endlini?
Hayi, sengiyibonile izindlu. Senginalo-ke ithemba ngoba sengiyibonile intuthuko la phambi kwami, phambi kwethu manje. Senginalo-ke ithemba lokuthi hayi ngempela sophuma. sesizothola nathi ukuhlala kangcono njengabanye abantu, siphile impilo engcono njengabanye abantu. Ngoba la isihleli khona siphila, asikwazi ukuphila kahle. Ngoba ubona nje ngihlele eduze kwamahlathi, nazi ingane phambi kwakho, ingane engihlala nazo lezi la endlini. Abadala ke basaphumile. Kodwa nje ayikho right, nampa nama-truck lapha mkwazi ingane uyazazi ukuthi zibuye igijime ziyofuna ukudlala lapha okubhizi khona. Ziyadlala lapha ema-truckini ikotela ingane, leyo mpilo ayikho right for umuntu ophilayo eSouth Africa. Fanele nje nathi siphile ngendlela ephila bonke abantu.
I'm just going to ask her to just show us inside, just so you can get a picture of what we're talking about. Like I said, there's 10 people living inside here, and it's quite a small structure that they are forced to live in altogether. So, Xoli, just quickly before I cross back to you, I just want to show you how small the structure is, and there's 10 people that live here. As you can see, this is a space that they use as a kitchen. And she says they use it as a bathroom as well. And then if my colleague Lungelo will just show you the side, which is the bedroom, this is where they are all forced to sleep in, and this has been happening since 2009, and she's just mentioning here that some of them have to sleep on the floor. So these are the kind of conditions that they've been living in for the past 14 years, and they've been promised that by the end of June they will be moving to those new structures. Some are saying they're hopeful, some are saying they're taking it with a pinch of salt because it has taken them this long to get to this point. They've had to shut down the M35, which is the road, the main highway along here, on a number of occasions just to get heard by the provincial government. But they say they're hopeful, and we'll see whether, come the end of June, that they will be moving into those homes.
Nobuhle Modise, thank you very much. Live for us in the south of Durban, Isipingo.